Hello, welcome in. My name is Karen. This is Lost Souls Tarot. I'm going to do a wee Saturday afternoon love reading for you. So let's just get started. I'm introducing, if you've not been here before, I've got like at least 10 homemade decks here. I'm introducing my 10th one that I made yesterday. It's the other ones are kind of very plain cards, but this one's got very lovely background on it. And this is kind of like some of the other decks can be a little bit negative, and this one's just more about positive affirmations or maybe things that just need to be gently worked on in the collective. I would rather share one lifetime with you than face all the ages of this world alone. J.R.R. Tolkien. Okay. Oops. Oh gosh, well, that's my sage on the floor. And then I actually had two sage in there. I was saging. You don't need to hear about me saging the house earlier and how I left my downstairs sage upstairs in this sage bowl, which is why it's now on the floor. It feels like too much information. And this one's smoking right in my face, but I don't know if you can you even see the smoke? Oh no, you can see it. It's there. Oh, love sage. Right. So, starting off with this love reading, that's a pretty dramatic start, really. I'd rather share one lifetime with you than all the ages of the world alone. I think Arwen says that to Aragorn, but I might be wrong on that front, so don't quote me on that. I follow through on my healthy boundaries. So I think maybe in the past you weren't so strong on your boundaries. I think you maybe haven't worked on that a little bit. Kindness is not weakness. Absolutely. You can always take the high road with somebody. You don't need to be aggressive or mouth off or tell them about themselves. You can just gracefully nod and check out and leave. Okay, let's take one more of these actually from this deck. There are 101 cards in this deck, which is an unusual amount. There we go. Allow yourself to evolve and let go of what no longer serves you, similar to how a tree lets dead leaves drop. Yeah. I mean, that goes for everything in life, you know, whether it's friendships, people from the past, people that just you don't vibe with anymore. So many people just kind of stay friends with people out of a comfort zone rather than if they're, you know, still a good and positive, a positive influence in their life. Okay, I'm going to take some of the romance and love oracle cards because this is a romance and love reading, and you know, as much as I've got not much going on at the moment, I really hope that you guys are having a far more exciting time than me. And it is Saturday, so you know, traditional date night. Oops. Relax. All right, I'm going to put the spectacles on. Relax. Find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. Okay, so hideaway. Make time to be with your person. Create your own special hideaway. Okay, well, those two seem to be on the same theme, to be fair. So just, yeah, find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together and create your own little hideaway. Wow, am I jealous? I'm not really, I'm actually excited for you. I've just got like a really excited feeling about this reading. Okay, I normally start with the High Priestess deck, but I'm not going to do that today because we're just going to go straight into some What's the Tea. I do have What's the Sweet Tea Oracle deck coming, which is a more themed one, but it hasn't arrived yet, so we'll just stick with this one. So let's see where this goes. I'm going to take, oopsie, oh, there we go. Uninterested. Okay, that's an interesting card to start out. Okay. Inside scoop, a closer look, nosy up in your business. Closer look, nosy up in your business. So I've got somebody you're uninterested in, all up in your social media and nosy on you. That might not be this person here. My last reading, which I've had a total of 0 views on because it's the Lord of the Rings scene. I did have, oh yeah, it was like Oh yeah, it was a friend who was trying to disrupt your relationship. Reflecting. That's it, just reflecting. Okay. Like somebody sitting here cross-legged and a kind of bit of a Four of Cups vibe. Somebody just chilling, having a little meditate. Okay. I think that's your energy, but let's see. Love on the brain. Dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic. Okay. So this is one person's energy here. I think this might be your energy. And I've got a weird feeling I'm going to get a third person's energy out here. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Let's see how it goes. There's a couple of ways that the energy's going on this one. Come on, Karen. Talking shit. Which is interesting because there's lots of red flowers here. Looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info. Well, that just kind of clarifies the inside scoop one there. So there's somebody uninterested in you who's all up in your business. Who you're uninterested in, who's all up in your business. I don't know what I said there. I might have said that wrongly, right? Because you are a queen rising, stepping into power, praised, coming up and in the spotlight. Yeah, because you know your power, you know your value, you know your worth. And if this person's talking shit about you behind your back, then they're not somebody you want in your life. And given that you follow through on your healthy boundaries, this is somebody you might have had to check in the past. Okay, let's get straight into some tarot. So let's start with the Ethereal Bloom Tarot. These cards are lovely and have such a lovely kind of romantic ethereal vibe to them, funnily enough. Okay, oops, one Temperance and the Hierophant wanted to come straight out. I'm not going to take them because two came out. But that's Sagittarius energy and Taurus energy. And Temperance with the Hierophant would suggest that, well, she's holding two glasses in her hands, and to me they look like fancy champagne glasses, to be fair. She's looking pretty glamorous, Temperance, in this one. She looks like she's trying to make her way back from the bar with, you know, two glasses of Prosecco, one for her and one for her mate. And then we've got the Hierophant here. So that would tell me that you've got a lot of wisdom and you're very balanced. And I think you know what you're looking for. And what you're looking for isn't this person's energy in the front line. I think this person's a little obsessed with you. But let's see. I don't know who's talking shit, so let's see if we can get a little bit of an answer. Get a little bit more info. Oops, that one. 10 of Wands. Okay. It's lovely. The artwork in these is just beautiful. Now, to be fair, the specific female in this card doesn't look particularly burdened. Often the 10 of Wands is depicted by somebody carrying 10 wands on their back and they're within sight of their destination, which means they're going to get to put that burden down. And once you've gone through the 10 of Wands, you go on to the page, the Knight, the Queen, and the King. So now she's not within sight of anything, but I think you being uninterested in this person is burdening them, is the energy I get from that. And I think it's a burden they're struggling to put down because they've got love on the brain. I've got the Two of Cups. Right under inside scoop, a closer look, nosy up in your business. So this is somebody who's definitely interested in something with you. But the Two of Cups isn't necessarily romantic. And since I think you're uninterested in this person, or maybe it's the other way around, but I don't think so. Not with these kind of vibe cards that came out. I think you've been kind to this person, and maybe because we had kindness, it's not weakness come out. Maybe you were kind to this person, And, you know, sometimes tough love is required, and even stronger boundaries if somebody doesn't get the message. We've got the Seven of Pentacles here coming out under reflecting. So the Seven of Pentacles is, this is quite interesting. It's almost like a footpath, like the pentacles are almost like a path in the snow. It's quite unusual. Usually they're depicted as kind of like seeds on a tree or something growing into abundance. So the Seven of Pentacles is about investing, but investing wisely in something that will give you a payout much further in the future. Given that this is a love reading and we've had the Ten of Wands and Two of Cups come out, I think, you know, I think you're wary about what you want to invest in, and you know you want to invest in something that's going to take you to the 8, the 9, the 10 of Pentacles. You know, something that's going to grow your abundance, not take you down to the 4, or you know, something that's not going to deplete you, somebody you can grow together with. And I think you don't see this person that you're uninterested in as somebody you can grow with. But let's see how the reading goes, because there might be more than, I'm getting a few energies here, but they all seem to be the Empress coming out right in the middle of the reading. Okay, this is your energy, collective. It's Taurus energy. Okay. Wow. So this person, you're either in your Empress energy or on your way to being in your Empress energy. But either way, this person views you as the Empress. And the Empress is, of course, Queen of her empire. Empress of her empire, really. She's all 4 queens combined. And she's very abundant. Okay. I love it when like something like that comes out right in the middle of the reading. Queen of Swords. Talking shit. Okay. So I think you might have gently rejected this person and then found out through the grapevine that this person was talking shit about you. And I think you Queen of Swords them. Queen of Swords doesn't mince her words. She'll lift that sword and chop somebody's head off, which is why I think we had kindness is not weakness here. I think maybe this person, because you've got healthy boundaries, and it's maybe something you've struggled with in the past, because you're looking for someone you'd rather share one lifetime with. You're not looking for anything flash in the pan anymore. I suspect that you've maybe been sucked in one too many times to a situationship or something along those lines. And also you're letting go of what no longer serves you as well. So I think maybe this person, you know, took your kind declination. Declination's not a word. Your kind rejection. I don't want to use the word rejection. I can't think of the other word now. I think they took your kind rejection as, you know, them not trying hard enough. And I think maybe once you rejected them, maybe they got the message that we're talking shit about you behind your back, and you Queen of Swords that situation. You cut through that. And I think the kindness was over at that point. I mean, yeah. I mean, if somebody's going to talk shit about you behind your back because you rejected them, they didn't have good intentions in the first place, put it that way. Which is 100% true, and it just shows their true character. 5 of Wands. Yeah, okay. So 5 of Wands is about conflict. It can be also about chaos. I mean, these fairies, I mean, this is 5 fairies holding little kind of lit wands here. They're lovely. Often it's depicted by people having a kind of chaotic fight. There's no coordination, no anything. So I think there was a little bit of toing and fro. I've got someone looking you up here. I'm not sure if this person looking you up is the same person. There's someone researching, studying you and getting info. I don't feel it's the same person's talking shit. Like, I think this is something recent, and this person's still in your energy. Maybe they're in part of a peripheral friends group or something. But I think this is someone looking you up. But let's see, because we've got the 5 of Wands on there, which would you tell me that you were maybe conflicted about it? Or maybe they're conflicted about you. And they've got the 2 of Wands. Because you've got options, baby. You've got options, you've got choices. I mean, given the energy from this first person that they were talking shit about you, I think you're Queen of Swords then. But it might be a difficult situation if they're like, you know, friend of a friend, or, you know, that sort of thing, or they're part of your social circle. Two wands. Now, what's interesting in this two wands is she's got her hand on both wands. Normally, they're holding one of the two wands, which would depict that's the choice they made. In this instance, she's holding both wands, which is interesting. But that's coming out under stepping into power, praised, coming up and in the spotlight. Okay, I'm going to shift tarot decks to the Ethereal Visions tarot deck now. Let's have a look. Okay. So I prefer this person's energy, just leave the reading now. I get the feeling that that's just an aside, but let's see where the reading goes. Oops, no. What the devil thinking about coming out there? The devil and the sun. Interesting. So that's Capricorn energy and Leo energy there. So devil and the sun would be... It's kind of coming back to this, well, the vibe I got here from this talking shit and Queen of Swords. This person's toxic nature has been exposed, essentially. That's just kind of confirming that. I don't think there's... I don't feel that there's any choice here to make. So you might even have a choice between two other people here. The energy hasn't come into the reading, but let's see. Maybe you're just choosing yourself. Ace of Cups. That's one overflowing cup of love. So the Ace of Cups can be about self-love and just focusing on yourself and filling up your cup. Especially if you've been through something that's depleted you, you kind of need to re-energize yourself, and, you know, not everybody's ready for love. Since this will be tagged as a love reading, I suspect you maybe are looking. But it also can mean a new beginning in love. Now, since we had a choice here, maybe this two wands is more about, maybe this person did take up some of your brain time for a while. Brain time. Attention, that's the word. Maybe this person did take up some of your attention for a while, but I think you made a decision. That kind of makes sense now that she's holding both. So you're choosing yourself, your own self-love, and someone else. And you might not know who that someone else is, but you're choosing a new beginning in love, and it's not with this person who was talking shit about you. Which burdens this other person who you're uninterested in. Ah! Ten of Swords. Which is on top of that Two of Cups. So to this other person, I can't function, words, not happening today. So to this other person, this is a Ten of Swords betrayal, because it's on this Two of Cups. This is what they wanted with you. They wanted this Two of Cups. This isn't with a new person. This is what they wanted. They wanted this. But it's the Two of Cups and not the Lovers, so there's not a romantic vibe, which tells me that you weren't interested, whether you were at one point or not. And this is just like an ultimate betrayal to this person. 10 swords in their back, which is probably why they were talking shit. Because if you're not with anyone, sometimes people are like, oh, why not me then? And it's like, well, because you're not a nice person. Go away. You're nagging me. Stop it. I see through your games. I want that one. There we go. Four of Cups. Absolutely, you are rejecting this person. Four of Cups is... the person's got 4 cups of love around them, and they're not interested in any of them. This person's just sitting, chilling, ignoring all 4 cups, not interested in whatever this person has to offer. You're investing elsewhere because you're the Empress. Okay, so tell me about this Empress. If you're not interested in what this... now, this just might mean you're rejecting love in general at the moment. 5 of Wands again. Are people fighting over you? Oh, if this person is in your friends group, because with the 5 of Wands coming out here, are you worried that this person's going to create some kind of scene if you start dating someone else? I mean, I don't get the fact that this was anything more than a situationship, for want of a better word. It doesn't feel like it was anything that got off the ground. But I think this is maybe this person fighting or chaos, or maybe you've just got people competing for your attention. Got Judgment here. Because we've got double 5 of Wands here and here. I kind of got a similar vibe from this one. Because I got the feeling that this was a different person, like this was people competing. I'm not saying you've got 5 people competing over you, but you know, it's that kind of energy. And this one's kind of got the more traditional vibe of like it's just chaos. People jockeying for the Empress's attention. And judgment. We've got judgment here, which is coming below the talking shit and the Queen of Swords. So you're in judgment down in this person, which I kind of already got that vibe anyway. 2 of Swords. I'm not sure if this is your energy or this person who's looking you up. This is a different person, this person looking you up. Ah, you've got people competing for you, and this person who's looking you up thinks they're going to have to compete for you as well. That's what it is. And they're confused about what to do. Right, okay. And maybe they know that this other person was interested. I don't know. I mean, if they're looking you up, they obviously don't know you that well. Hanged Man. Hanged Man. So in this 2 ones, you'd made a decision, and or the collective had made a, or someone in the collective made a decision. They were holding both, which I said was choosing yourself and choosing another person, not this person over here, which is why with the Ace of Cups here for a new beginning in love. And the hangman's not always about being stuck. It's often just about kind of hanging there and being enlightened. And he's got that kind of enlightened little gold thing around his head. So I think you saw, I think you just like knew that whatever this person was offering was never gonna work. I get the feeling it's quite toxic, to be honest. They had toxic vibes. Nice guy vibes. I'm a nice guy. Really? You've just spent 20 minutes negging me. And thinking I'm the wiser. Okay, that's too many, but it was the 7 of Swords and the Knight of Cups. Interesting. So lies and deceit about a love offer. Interesting. Okay, oh, for goodness sake, Karen. Let's try again. See, I get the feeling that these cards that were here in the beginning were where you are now and kind of what you want. Like this is what you dream of, just someone you can enjoy being with and kind of snuggle away with, to get together with. King of Cups. You want a King of Cups is what you want. And that's coming out on top of the Ace of Cups. You want a new beginning in love with the King of Cups. Unless you're the King of Cups. I don't get that feeling in this one. So it could be a water sign. So water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Death want to come out. There's more than one there. So we've got Death to Strength. Death and Strength. Scorpio and Leo energy. That would have come out into the 10 of Swords. Interesting. Just saying it would have taken a lot of strength. I don't know, maybe because this person was in a friends group and you felt some social pressure, it maybe took a lot of strength to end or to put your foot down. 3 of Cups. You're just partying with your friends. So you might know this King of Cups. So 3 of Cups is like celebration, a group, a party, that sort of thing. Well, you might meet you could meet the King of Cups at a party, maybe. Again, which is the ultimate betrayal to this other person. Yeah, I'm feeling that this other person's energy is just moving out of this reading now, thankfully. Oh, goodness gracious. Right, I'm going to take this one, which is the Tower. I like this tower in this deck. It feels like a really good tower. I mean, if you look at it, it's just got like glorious kind of white golden light exploding out the top of the tower. And the tower's not, it's almost like a firework or, and then all these little beautiful gold droplets of whatever. They look like Christmas tree baubles raining down. And there's a beautiful little windy path up it, and it's not collapsing. The tower's solid. And in this deck, I get a really good vibe off this. This is like a good tower. So this could be someone that just basically rocks your world. Now, I'm not saying you've met this King of Cups yet, but I think you're saving your Ace of Cups for a King of Cups. In the meantime, you're partying with your friends, or you might meet them at a party. And I think you're looking just to be like bowled over, essentially. Now, love at first sight is not always a good thing, but I thoroughly recommend getting to know the person first. But you're looking for a bit of spark, a bit of chemistry, something that's just going to rock your world. And there we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Last pentacle we had in this was the 7 here. We're going from the 7 to the 8. That's fantastic. That is growth. So you're growing, expanding your abundance. The 8 of Pentacles is also about mastering your craft, becoming an expert at something. You are an abundant Empress with people fighting over you. And then I've got the Hierophant, which is interesting because the Hierophant did want to come out earlier. More Taurus energy. So whatever this lesson was here at the beginning of this reading, that you had to Queen of Swords and you rained judgment down on them, this person gave you a lot of wisdom. I think maybe you hadn't seen some red flags in a while. I get the feeling that you hadn't seen some red flags in a while, or this person exhibited behaviours that initially I think maybe you tried to ignore, but then realised there were giant red flags. And I think whatever this was that you had to deal with, I think it gave you a lot of wisdom. The Hierophant can also be somebody in an official position or a police officer or something like that. In this instance, I get the feeling the Hierophant's you because you're also the Empress, and they're both Taurus energy. And I just feel like you're at a stage in your life where you don't want any drama. You just want this which you had over here, which came out in the beginning. Page of Pentacles. Now, this was on top of the Two of Swords, which was interesting because I wasn't sure if you were confused about this person who was looking you up, but this person who was looking you up was confused about you. I think they're confused about you because they think they might have to fight for your attention. And they're kind of confused about whether to offer you a pentacle or not, essentially. A pentacle is usually something in 3D, something tangible. I'm not saying they're going to offer you money or a gift, but, you know, they might. It's a very young energy, you know, like a new energy. And they've got the King of Swords right at the other side. Wow, he looks really regal. Really regal. I'm not sure if you can see them. I mean, if you're on phone, probably not, but maybe on a television. The King of Swords. Is this another love interest? I've got a King of Cups and a King of Swords. Because I felt that there was multiple energies here. This was like a history, just someone who's in your periphery. And then I think you might have one or two other people. So this could be a King of Cups and a King of Swords at either end. That confusion can be yours about which one to pick. Let's take one more from this and then we'll have a wee I've got another set of oracle cards. I have got an addiction to buying cards. Honestly, I dread to think how much money I've spent since this year just on tarot cards and oracle cards. Interesting. Another Page of Pentacles. With this Page of Pentacles coming out to this King of Swords, which I said was somebody making you an offer. And then we've got the other Page of Pentacles here on top of the King of Cups. This is two people wanting to make you an offer, and it's not this talking shit person. This is two new people, which is why we've got this Two of Swords. And actually, I think this confusion might be yours about which one to choose. Which is why we've got Five of Wands energy twice in this reading, which is because there's going to be some people vying for your attention. Three of Pentacles, on top of the Three of Cups. A little menage a trois here going on. Yeah, that's not going to work. So the Three of Pentacles is traditionally about people working together, working towards a common goal, working on something. Wow. We have the Tower on top of the Tower. That's unbelievable. And this person's wearing a mask. This isn't your tower. This is your tower. This is the tower you want. This isn't your tower. I don't know whose tower this is. I don't know if it's the tower of which one. These two people, the King of Swords and the King of Cups, vying for your attention. If you have to make a decision, which you're going to have to do, maybe that's what that Two of Wands is about. You're like, I want both. I can't decide. You're like Phoebe from Friends. I'm like, I don't know. I'll just take them both. That doesn't work. You'll lose them both. Make a decision, please. Aren't you popular? Whoever you have to pick, the other one is going to be a tower for the other person. Also, when you do pick one, again, it's going to be a tower for this person over here. This is your tower, which is the lovely golden one. This is somebody else's. But it's interesting that they came out on top of each other, because your tower is somebody else's tower. Your love tower. This is like a love tower. Is if in fact you could be really gross about it, because it is quite phallic looking. I've got a King of Pentacles as well. We got three. If you've got three people vying for your attention, wow, you are popular. So we've got a King of Swords, a King of Cups, and a King of Pentacles, and they all feel like very different energies. So the King of Cups could be a water sign. I've read out the signs for that anyway. I'll read them out again. So it could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The King of Swords would be an air sign. Could be an air sign, which is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we've got Pentacles, which is Earth sign, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I've got a lot of Taurus energy coming here. To be fair, if you don't, hang on, so I've got something in my eye. The King of Pentacles could be your energy, actually, because it is earthy energy. It's on top of the Eight of Pentacles, and you're the Empress. I can't tell whose energy that is. Did I pull? I have no recollection of pulling this card out. Let me just do it again. I think I just kind of, I don't know if I just pulled that off the deck or not. That's that one. Got the King and Queen of Pentacles coming out right one after the other on top of the Hierophant. Oh, counterparts, both sitting with their little pentacles right next to each other, looking lovely. Oh, and then that's the Queen of Pentacles on top of the Hierophant. So King and Queen of Pentacles are very stable, very abundant, very yeah, just very much good with their money, leaders. So it sounds to me in this mix, and maybe you've got 5 people competing for you, because the 5 of Wands came out twice. There's at least 3 different players on this table, but the one you're going to go with is your counterpart, and you'll know which one it is. Oh, which is why I've got the 3 Pentacles here. You've got 3 suitors on top of the 3 of Cups. Of course. Why didn't I see that? I did say a little menage a trois, but oopsie. Well, that was just foolish, Karen. What did we drop on the floor? Temperance in the upright and Queen of Swords in the reverse. Oof. Okay. Okay, we've got the Ace of Pentacles. Well, I'm just feeling all pentacled out now, right now. A new beginning in a new abundant beginning between a King and Queen of Pentacles. That's just lovely. Well, this is great, because the last few love readings I've done has just been about you're not ready yet. The collective's not ready. There's nothing on the horizon right now. 9 of Swords on top of the King of Swords. Yeah, he's not happy. So the King of Swords is going to, whoever the King of Swords is, this air sign, they're going to be anxious and stressed about this. I mean, you can't be any clearer than that. The King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, and Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Right. Let me. So I got these ones today, Dark Confessions Oracle cards. I quite like the look of them, actually. Now, this is very hard because there's like 4 suitors on this table. So it's going to be hard to pull out some people's energy, but let's see if we can get a few little messages. They're cute little cards. There's one. Okay. I cannot give you what you want or deserve. I'm sorry. Yeah, that'll be that person. This talking shit person. Absolutely. Well, I don't think any of them can because only your counterpart can. This one. There's a big hole in my heart that I cannot fill on my own. I think that's King of Swords because he's 9 of Swords in it down there. And anxious and sad. I pushed you away because I do not want the responsibility. Surely that can't be the King of Cups. Makes this talking shit person. I just get the feeling the King of Cups was a really nice person. He just wasn't right for you. I have many regrets that keep me from moving forward. That's your King of Cups there. You can pull another one out. I cannot support your actions. It's too much for me to deal with. Okay, only you're going to know what that one means. I think that's this talking shit person. Oh. My pride and ego got hurt, so I wanted revenge. I wanted you to hurt too. That's definitely this talking shit person. I've got things going on in my life that require my full attention. That gives this King Cups energy. It's difficult for me to process my emotions. I'm not available right now. That was a King of Swords. Right, okay. Let's see if we can get a message from the Roses in Love Oracle deck from your King of Pentacles. Let's see. If they're not on the scene yet, I might not get anything, but we'll give it a go. Give it a go. Oh, snoot. It's not this deck. Okay, hang on. Oh no, it is this deck. It is this deck. I thought I'd pulled out a different deck. Okay, hang on. Let's do this. Let's do this, come on. That one. I keep dreaming about us together. Yeah, you do, Mr. King of Pentacles. I've got goosebumps. That one. I can't keep pretending that I'm okay without you. Oh, so this person want you bad. They want you bad. I miss us. Oh, is this someone from your past? Maybe King of Pentacles coming back around for a new pentacle? You don't realise how perfect you are to me. And we'll take one more and we'll finish it there. I'm disappointed in myself for letting you down. So I think this is somebody maybe you knew in the distant past, but somehow it just didn't work out. Get the feeling that maybe the timing just wasn't quite right. You were maybe at just different points in your life. So it sounds to me that Mr. King of Pentacles is coming around to get his Empress. Okay, well, have a lovely weekend in the romantic world of the collective, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Bye-bye.